Have you ever felt that you're being watched, but not watched in a way that somebody's hanging over you, but just somebody that's minding their business and not minding their business. They want the better for you, and you make a few mistakes, and you feel like you have to hide those mistakes, and you lose tons of time trying to hide those mistakes. Just the thinking right here over this period of time, just the speaking about this is part of the time that's being taken up. And I am satisfactory with the work I've done. In fact, I'm more satisfactory. I think I can even do much more than what I do. Not what I just do over here in front of me in the paperwork, but what I do outside. I have things to do. I have to study to get my truck driving license, even though I might not drive again, and it might be just a 2-hour course and everything will be done. I have to get that truck. Um, I got to put out that money. So I got to think of what I want to do, what I don't want to do. And I made a big grocery the other day because, I was able to. And it sort of bothers me that you're so tight for so long just to make it. And then all of a sudden you put all these groceries in your fridge and say, do I have to eat all these groceries? I mean, I got enough groceries for probably the next 90 days. Not much of a variety. I need more beans and more rice because that's what I like. If there's no power or something, then I'll mix up a fruit drink. But if there's no power, I'll be mixing it up by hand. So now I might need one of those. Anyways, that's the way it used to be. A little exercise doesn't hurt anybody. So it just gets a little bothersome. When I was younger, it's crazy. When I was younger, it's like go and you'd care, but you'd only care up to a certain extent, not to get into anybody's way. And now you're getting in people's way by just things that you do that other people think that, oh, should you have done it? I did it. It's too late. It's past, and nothing is. Anyways, let's get on with the video. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in your third row, your fourth row, your fifth row, your sixth row, your seventh row, your eighth row. In your ninth row, you'll be reaching up over here. Okay, in your ninth row. But we're just going to be going backwards after this. What's the next one? 1. Okay, the next one will be 1, then it'll be 2, then it'll be 3, right? Should the next one be 1? Well, what is it going to be? Or should the next one be 2, then 3, then 4? See the one off of here, 2, 3, 4? That's your jail. 1, 2, 3 is repeated over here. 1, 2, 3 is repeated over here. 2, 3, 4 is repeated over here. 2, 3, 4 is repeated here. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is repeated here. 2, 3, 4 is repeated here. So if I do the arc formation of this, I would be going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So right away, I have a T. So right away, in the work that I do, okay, in the work that I do, this will be a T. Now can we find another T underneath here? Where would that other T be? TB, right? Terabytes. Where would T be? 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, right? So you got 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The only one you don't have over here. So it's no longer what I said. It's now this design over here, whatever that design. Now you can go 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So now you go 2, 3, 4. And I would have to do a second color or a box, or now they're divided. What would I do? Now I need the 4 over here. Not only do I need the 3, but these two, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you have, okay, so let's just go on. Now we have 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So that's 15. That's a total of 45. This is a total. So every single one will be a total of 3 times their value. 789, 789, 789. 1, 2, 3 once, 1, 2, 3 twice, 1, 2, 3 three times. 789, 789, 789, 789, 789, 72. 9. So now you see what's going on over here, right? That's the first scenario, minimum of 3. And this is the way they use it on our phone, right? 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Okay? 6 plus 6, 6 plus 6 equals to 3. Okay? Here's your 3, 12. 2, 3, 4 equals to 9. 3, 4, 5 equals to 12, and continuous. So what happens when I get to the bottom? We get 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 18, and 12. 8, 9, 1, 9, 1, 2, 18, and 12. We get the left side and the right side. There is no center. The center is number 15. The center is number 24. 9 lives of the cat are represented right here. What's boxed in? The sky system. This is Saturn. 210, add 1 to 20. It equals 2 tens. It's a total of the dartboard. But it's only one part of the dartboard, okay? And you only really get 5 darts, right? And then there's 2 teams, and then there's 4 players playing. But let's not get into that. This is a total of a 10-day period. A 9-day period, less 6 hours, the 6 hours for the day of man. 6 represents 4 because the only way to go around, right? It's 3 parts plus man, 18 plus 6. 9 and it also can be a triangle, 360 degrees, right? Triangle's 360 degrees. Anybody ever seen a 360-degree triangle? What is a 360 degree? What does 360 degrees represent? Does it mean going all the way around? Well, this is going all the way around. I'm going all the way around to here and then down this way. There we go. I went all the way around. And through the tunnel. All the way to the other end of the tunnel. And the tunnel could be long. Could be long, the tunnel. Right? The ribs. See the ribs showing distance? This is also known as a very strong letter in Hebrew. It's resh. Okay? And it comes upon you. We don't see the opening on the other end, right? You don't see the opening on the other end, do you? So we're going to just take this paper away and we're going to continue. So when we come down to the end, right, we get 693, 693, 693. And this combination off the phone, which is that square, is all the same. Have you ever been to a church before? I'm going to change the subject for a minute. Check out the doorways to these church. I went to a church the other day, and I have to change the subject just for 2 seconds. I have to show you the picture here. I have to show you the picture. Now, where is this picture? Just give me a second. Saw a church the other day. Not only did I see a church, I'm going to show you some pictures here. Can you see the staircase here? Let me see if I can do it this way. See the staircase on the angle? Look at the way the angles are, right? Because the stairs were all the way down. You had to go up. So it shows this, your DNA markings. It also shows the L shape. What happens? The lower part of the L is down. The other part you walk on. So that's picture number 1, picture number 2, picture number 3. This one is the church. Now I'm going to have to make that picture bigger because I can't see it myself. Just give me a second. In fact, looking for that church, I just lost the church. Look at the church. See the windows? You have 4 on the bottom. Okay, in these 4 on the bottom, you have 1, 2 are on one side. You see that? The minute you get to the third, it's on the other side. Okay, this one here, you see there's only a partial. Shouldn't be the partial. See that window there and that window there? Okay, you don't get this other window. This is the link over here. This one links these two. The big one links the 2 sides. So it's 1/2 and 1/4 because there's duplicates of each one. That's the way the pages unfold. That's just the way it has to be. You can see it in art. I can't explain it any different. This looks like that bat upside down. So now we're going to get back to what I was working on. I know these videos are a little bit long. What am I getting to? I'm getting to sequence comprehension, where things line up. This one over here, 6 and 6 is now 12. 6 times 6 is 36. So when we go through this whole thing, I would end up to get 6 times 6 is 36. 6 plus 6 is 12, equals to a total of 48. Minus the 12 equals to the 24. This represents the day of man and Pluto, the spirit of the half-life, spirit of things that double up. 2 to 1, 2 times 4 equals 8. 8 is twice as much as 4. 4 is half as much as 8. 24 is half as much of this. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to 8 and 6. This one will equal to 32, which is the doorway, and 12. Abba, Abeth, right? It means a strike. 126, 216 hours in a 9-day period of the day of man creation. 480 hours in a month, because everything is 10 to 360 degrees, the 1/3 of the 120 degrees. Every number will fall in line. This number is the gateway. This number is the dartboard. This number becomes the 12th moon. This becomes the day of the federation of the sun, because 54 is the sun. 0, all zeros equal 6, putting man in the middle. Time and man, 8, 9, the high sky, which is also a representation of 5 and 6. In the gateway, it goes down to 5 and 6. 9 and 4, representation of Uranus and your birth. Creation of Win. Win, B and E, the big red sun, the gateway, the BG world, not the BE. There's the B letter, right? Breaking and entering. Number 23, Win the big red sun, right over here. Number 27. 27 is red. Win big red sun. 912, you have left and right. Creation of 6, left and right. Birth in the sun. 9 and 9 create, this is 6 and 9, equals to 15, creation in the sun. And Mars links to this. Mars gets the same number, and it represents 1/4. 528, the sun is the passage, because the 528 is the center. It says the Hebe, son of Pluto. Hebe, son of Pluto. Let be he the sun, Zion, son or Zion of Pluto. 678 is 18. 678 is 21. In the cards, all these three are the same. They're represented inside the cube, and this is also 21. Why is this 21? I'll explain it to you. It's pretty simple. This is the 12th moon, 12 times 28. Okay, 12 times 28 equals to this number. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 12, 21 is right here. 357, 3 times 57, 171 is the gateway, the ace gateway, because this will say the ace cat represented on the moon. 3 times 19, artificial intelligence on the other side. Remember what 72 is. Okay, 72 times 4 makes it perfect. The minute we get times 5, we got an extra 72. Man fills in the rainbow, more or less. Here we have the ace, and we have the hand of God. You see 135, 135. Here's the hand of God. 5 and 3. 5 times 3, 5 plus 3 equals 8 and 15, representation of 86. This comes out when you play the game of pool and add 1 to 15 balls in the game of pool, and you have 120. Remember, add 1 to 8, it equals to 36 in pool, right? There are 8 balls that are low. There are 7 balls that are high. The 8 ball does not have a stripe on it. We have the birth of the sun. We now have to go down the rotation. 6 and 6, 6 and 6, 9 and 3, 9 and 6, rotated into 9 and 3, 3, 6, 9 out of the Federation. Hand of God, 70 and 35. 35 is created by 5 times 8. 5 plus 8 equals to 40 and 13. 53 or 35, it's all the same. Okay, 3 times 5 electric company will now create 15 and 8. Okay, 15 and 8 is number 23. 35 is also another number that connects with 23. They'll both create the same thing. 2 and 5 came together to create the same thing. 33, 69, 63, 99, 36. All these numbers, all three sixes and nines. When we go down the scale, 147, right? Then 157, 167. These are on the center row, all with 7, out and in, out and in. The more you go out, this one you go straight down, this one you go over, and the angle is even greater. 3 parts of an angle, I always call each one 100. Here it's 0 angle, right? This one over here is 45 angle. This one is 90 angle. There's many ways to look at it. I create my own math. Remember, how many times to go the complete distance? Are you going in a straight line or are you going all around? 4 times 7 is 28. Cycle of the moon, 4 plus 7 plus 1 is 11 and 1. 1, 1, 1. Not the same area, this one. You can't multiply this. It becomes the same. If you say, I want 10 of everything, right? Don't count the first 10. The area that asks a question is the first 10. You only have 9 remaining. I asked a question. For every word spoken or typed or exchanged, the second one, 157, equals to 4 and 8. This one becomes the sun, altered current, electric company. 167 becomes 14 and 42. 9 lives of the cat, DNA, circumference going around the moon creates 11. 5 and 6, 11. 1, 1, 1. This is the ace, the game of blackjack, the game of 21. Add 1 through 6, it equals to the cube. 5 and 6 are the counting cards. When they play cards, they find these cards like the most important cards. Then there's 247, 257, 347, 357. This all has to do with the moon. Cycle inside the moon. This has to do with the control of the water well, the birth and the gateway, the water, spirit of the half-life. You minus and add it, you get 4 and 2, you get 3 and 4. This is the DC world. It's a 1/3 world. This is 1, 1, 1. This is 2 to 1. This is the half world. 1 and 1 is 2. 6 and 2, 12 and 3, 9 and 3. Okay, this one over here, you see the 257 and the 357. One is when the spirit comes in between 2, and the other one is with not. One is in the center, one is not in the center. This is in the center of 2, right? When you get 4, okay, 4 squares it all off, makes it whole. And here's, let's not get into that because that's a whole different ball game. 257s equal 114, 357s. 114 is the DNA and it's the hand of God. 357s is a gateway. 6 and 6 becomes 120. This is the 7th gate. 162, this is the 9-day cycle of birth, 9 times 24 hours. It adds up to either 216, 91, whatever you want to say. Here's the cycle of the moon, right? 7 times 4 is your 28. This becomes your Pluto. This becomes around the moon. These two, 14, 15, 14, 15. Every time you have 14, 15, it represents pi. So both of these will represent pi. This one does not. This is your DNA of the altered current of the half day of the cycle. Half a cycle, because the full cycle would be 24, which would equal to the red sun. This would say half the cycle. It's now 40, right? This would be 40. And 28. When you add 40 and 16, added and removed 40 and 16. So that's it's the clock, the crisscrossing of 10, 1, 9, 3, 7, 4, 6. So let's say it's the crossing of something, because you connect all the stars, so you're crossing. You connect 1 to 9, you slide down. What world are you connecting? Connect 6 to 6. This one you added is 48 equals to the sun. 48. You minus it equals to 22 life. You add it equals to 56. You minus it equals to 28 cycle of the moon. 7 times 6 is 42. Plus 1 is 43. Why did I do that? 7 plus 6 plus 1. 7 times 6. 7 plus 6 is 13, 14. 7 times 6 is 42. 42 minus the 14 equals to the 28 plus the 14 equals to 56. 4 and 8. 4 and 8. 3 and 1. 1 inside 0. 2 plus 8 equals to 10. So I put 1 and 0. This will represent the half-life because of these numbers over here. Okay. 3 plus 1, 3 minus 1, 4 and 2, 4 plus 8, 4 minus 8, 5 plus 6, 5 minus 6. So that's how I got these answers here. And then this one, half, this is a third. We're not going to count this one. This is a third, this is a quarter, this is a third, this is a quarter. I'm not going to go into this one, and this is an eighth. We get the eighth, which is the gateway into birth. We got 0 over here. Okay, I added and multiplied it. When I add it, then I minused it. I got this. Otherwise, I got 36. So now I'm 3 to 1. Over here is 3 to 1. It's on the other side. There is no minus. So let's say it's 3 to 1 or 1/3. And this is inside the moon. I've done left and right. A and I is the difference, the letter S. I went through this piece over here, cut them off at the pass. 27 times 27 equals 729. 72, the time clock of the birth. 9 times 7, 63. And 18, angel heaven. The moon's representation in all the moons of Jupiter. 9 and 9 is Jupiter. 54, 27 and 27. This is 54, the number to the sun. You add it and minus it, becomes 675, which is 3 times 2 1/4 equals 675. This total over here equals 18. G and E. G and E. Okay, man and G and E. 6 is man. It is the half-life, is the life of the spirit. G and E. G and E. It is 101 away because 6 is 101. The real reality of everything is we need 6 between 5 and 7, right? Makes it 101. Because 5 is the passage and 7 is the gateway, so we have to send one through the other to end up in 8. This would be the spirit coming one end to the other end. When you minus it and add it, when you add it, it becomes 784. This says gateway, doorway, Pluto, 47, Jesus. Now, it doesn't tell you a lot of stuff, but I'm putting numbers together. 27 and 27 equals 54, the sun. 9 and 9 is 18, representation of angel heaven, Reish. 36 minus or 72 added, win the big red sun in creation. 225 is the number, okay, ratio. That is 9 times 25 or 5 times 45. Which in all part is 8 times 45 to equal 360 degrees. So we're missing 3 parts over here. 3 by 45. That also says father and the clock. 5 by 4 is 20 times 3 is 60. And 3, 4, 5 equals to 12, and that's Abba. That's a strike, and that also says father. So I think we have all this done up over here in a 22-minute video. There was one other thing. I'm going to leave it. It's this triangle over here. Right over here. Hey, look, could be man's nose. See this over here? You're looking this way. My nose goes into here and I walk, right? It's not looking this way. I'm looking this way. I stick my nose in here, and this is my mask for life. Have you ever seen the starship, the spacemen go to the moon, they put this mask on? That's what this mask is. They put their face into the mask, and then you move forward this way with the mask in front of you, and your vision is out that way. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Verdict Math, World Series, Super Bowl, Parallel Skies, Pennant, Stanley Cup, Fat equals Zoo, and Zoo equals 200. 26 and 30 is 56. This is then the letter B. 32 is the gateway. It's through the zoo. And when you do that, it's E-I-E-I-O. 59, 59 on the clock. 59, 59 on the clock. If we want to do it in seconds, we'll check that out. I have to get everything in this video, right? Don't want to leave anything out. 59 minutes times times 60 equals 3,540, right? 15 plus 59 Oh, plus 59 equals 35.99. 599. EIEIO. It's going to repeat itself. EIEIC. EIEIC. CEII. CEII. Anyways, I'm not sure what to do with this yet, but it's just a number. Can I divide it by 3? No. 35.99. Can I divide it by 7? Oh, I like that one. 514-142-85714. I like that one. It works for me. 285. Okay. 285-714. The only thing it didn't do is DNA, DNA 514, DAE, DO, D and O. We multiply it by 7 equals to 35.99. So right away we know it's a perfect number. Now we want to divide it by 11. 327, 18. 3 times 27 equals 81. So it's, anyways, we're just in the field. Let's stop. Too long, the video. Too long.